Welcome, 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 everyone. This is yours truly, Stephen Jones, National Director of Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago. And joining me for a sit-down chat, just as two old friends, is yours truly, your representative for Freeport. She is none other than the beautiful, the Rapunzel of the group, Pamela Nedd. Pamela, welcome, my love.
Thank you for having me, Stephen.
You're most welcome. So, Pam, listen, before we get into the meat of this little sit down, just for your viewers who are joining in, we want to say thank you to them and thank you for the support that they've shown to the Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago franchise. And I know that your entire community is already making their placards and waiting for coronation night to come and loud up the place. So do you want to welcome them to your live?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. All the support I have been given thus far I meant. I just want you all to know that, all the support I have been getting, I'm doing my best and I'm really enjoying this opportunity. So thanks again.
Very good. Very good. So Pam, listen, we're gonna have a chat today because there is so much happening around us globally and even right here in Trinidad and Tobago. There is so much to talk about, but of course, we don't have all the time in the world. But there are some things I think that your supporters and the community at large, they really want to hear us talk about and to share our opinion on. So today's live is really going to help your supporters to kind of get a better sense as to who is Pamela Nedd. Why is Pamela Nedd a representative at Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago? So you came into the 2020 cohort. Were you expecting the type of pageant that you came into? What's your experience been so far?
Honestly, this is from my heart. This experience has been great. I came in with no knowledge what pageantry was or Miss Supranational. But from what I have been experienced so far, it's amazing. The opportunity, just being here, the challenges, I feel it really have been shaping me. And I have been finding a deeper sense of self, something that I never discovered before. And I really appreciate it. Honestly, I don't know how far I will make it in this competition, but all I'm doing is trying to use this competition to really help me and really just develop me and me just giving my best. So at the end, I will just be proud of me.
Absolutely. And I think that type of mindset where you come in with your bare essentials, so to speak, and you literally take it one day at a time. You commit to what's before you, whether it's a training session or a challenge or it may have absolutely nothing to do with the competition. But I'm sure that as you continue to immerse yourself, that you will discover something about Pamela that you probably even never thought existed before, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about, we have been talking about, rather, since we started our virtual training behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't know that we've actually started our training for the pageant. We've been doing online work. We've been talking about intellectual and emotional intelligence. So forming your mind, your thinking capacity, your seat of wisdom, as well as really training and forming your emotional and psychological self. What's been your experience? I'm really trying to find a word that's like to my tongue. But what's been your experience so far of having to find a balance between your head space and your heart space? Are you frustrated as yet?
Honestly, I am a bit frustrated, but I all I think about is I want to give my best, and I need to keep going. But in
Yes.
terms, but in terms of, um, what I've been learning emotionally and, intellectually, I would say that, this is really shaping you. Me being here today is really shaping me, right? And this is for you to build a mindset, a strong mindset as a woman, to see what's in front of you and achieve it, and know that you can achieve anything, to believe in yourself to achieve it. So that's why, what, I just compliment me just being here today. I need to just give myself a round of applause, because
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I feel like, even when I begin this, when I came into Miss Supranational, I was a bit demotivated. I really didn't know what was ahead of me, but now I feel a bit stronger mentally, emotionally, and whatever is just before me. I just want all the knowledge. I just want it all. I want to be better, and this is what this pageant is all about. Whoever is in this pageant, it's all about becoming a better you. And I really appreciate that, just being here today.
Girl, you're getting me emotional. But Pam, thank you for saying that, and I really appreciate the fact that you are one of the delegates, and I'm sure everybody in their own way, because everybody has a different love language. But I love the way that you just shared with your audience, with our audience rather, even the moments of your frustration, because a lot of people, they don't get to see you with your makeup off and your hair down, not wearing your heels, not walking on a runway or playing dress up. Most people don't get to see the behind the scenes, the long hours of study, of research, of having to discover the things about yourself that's surfacing because of the training program. And for the reason I use the word frustrated, because it's part of your reality. There are many frustrating moments. There are many moments for me as a young man working in pageantry and working in a culture that is so, it can be so negative, and still I have to put on a brave face. I have to show up, as we always say, you have to show up and show out. And that's my expectation for you. It's my expectation for your other sisters in the pageant, that you find the courage to show up and to show out. But I want to ask you though, Pam, when is Pamela at her best? When are you, and I'm not necessarily talking about a mood, to say, well, I'm in a good mood today, but at what point in your life do you think you are the most fulfilled?
I would say, when I feel emotionally and mentally strong, like I can do this, but I tend to realize something, that at times, yes, I can be, I like to be very strong-minded. I'm a very strong-minded person. And you see, when it comes to my emotional state and my mental state, I don't like anything to trigger. So that means I wouldn't be at my best, right? But I'm telling you guys that even sitting here today, I was feeling a bit anxious. But as you say, Stephen, I still have to show up. I still have to give my best, and that's what I'm all about, right? Yeah. So it's about dealing. It's about dealing with these emotions. And you know what? And you say, I would say that despite I'm feeling this particular way, I can control it and still give my best. And I'm finding, so it's all about me finding a new way in terms of giving my best also. I have to say it like that too.
Yes. But thank you for sharing that. And I will always find every opportunity that I can, because tomorrow is not promised to any of us, especially living through what we're all living through now. I mean, today you're here, tomorrow you're gone. Thank you. I affirm what you're saying, that sometimes you just can't deal. some days you just can't deal.
Yes.
I can't deal.
Oh my gosh.
But I applaud, like I'm always giving you guys silent claps behind the scenes, even when I am at my lowest or when I feel demotivated. I look to different spaces in my life, because there are different things that nourishes me. And you girls, your sister group, you are one of those group of people that feeds me inspiration. And I'm inspired by not just your commitment, but the fact that you are placed in a situation where there is so much uncertainty. And still you find the courage to walk and to walk strong and to walk tall and to walk in hope. That's very encouraging for me as a national director and for the entire organization, because we have no definite answers about anything. But the fact that you show up, you make a commitment, that gives us the impetus to keep doing what we're doing to improve the Miss Supranational brand. So thank you so very much. Pam, if you had, this is a question from a secret admirer. If you had a magic wand and you were to wave that wand over your life, where would your life be 3 months from today?
Don't make me emotional.
Girl, well, this is going to be emotional.
Honestly, I would want, I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I really just don't know where to start, but in terms of my purpose, I would want to be, I would want to already be developed and be doing and be, how to say it really and truly. I would want to be doing my purpose. But if I was called to do on this earth, I just want to move that one and just send me there. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to be walking in purpose. All now I'm walking in purpose, but I want to reach that point in my life where I reach the best expression of myself, right? And, be someone that I just can't find the words right now, honestly and truth, but
Why does
I just want to be doing my purpose, that kind of thing.
Why does that make you so emotional?
Because, it's a lot of hard work, being here today, it's a lot of hard work being me, and I'm learning that I have all different sides of me, and that's okay. Even being in Miss Supranational, that's a side of me I never noticed before. And I have other sides of me that becoming the woman I need to be, I can never be one me, right? And I have different side of me that I as a person need to accept within me in order to be the best of me. And it's a lot of work. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. Since I ever know myself, I want to become the best expression of myself. And I put in time within me to become that person people see in me today. And that's a lot of work. So I would say, seeing when I will be maybe 3 months from now, if I have a magic wand, I'll be really emotional, but I'll be so proud of myself, of what I'll be doing and where I would reach. I would be really proud. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you for certainty that without even meeting you in person, physically in person, to be able to hold you, to embrace you, brother to sister, I'm already proud. The entire executive, the entire super family, we are already proud of who you are. And you speak so truthfully and so authentically about it being difficult to be you, because when all of us come to terms with our humanness and all the parts of our humanity, could you just imagine how difficult it is to convince other people of what it means to be authentic when you yourself on a day-to-day basis struggle to be authentic? And we throw that word around so almost very, very whimsically, be your authentic self, be your true self. But I think a lot of people are not ready to witness Pamela in her most authentic self. But it doesn't matter, because what you are already doing by way of stepping up to the plate and being so courageous. That's a public witness, Pam. And I think that's something to be really proud of. So you're doing it. You're doing it. Your 3-month marker has already been set and you're living it.
Yes.
So that's beautiful. So just to kind of put these emotions into context, because I think for those who are looking on at this live, may be of the opinion that this is produced, that we put the tear lipstick under your eyes for you to cry now. It's not. What you see with us is really what you get. This is the uncut version. This is the raw version where we strip away all of the niceties and we bare ourselves to our country, and we say this is who we are, and this is what we're asking you to believe in, not in the fake version of that. You said to us that you feel called to doing something a little more purposeful in your life. I really want to ask you today, can you share with us why a beauty pageant? Why do you think that a beauty pageant is relevant in a time like this that we're living?
Honestly, okay, just to reiterate there, right? You said so you want to practically ask me my calling, what it has to do with pageantry. Good. So when I got this opportunity, when my past principal told me about this opportunity, I was like, it was so funny. It's like, Pamela, why don't we sign up for the Supranational? In my head, I was like, I didn't even know what is that. I was like, I said, okay, send me the link. And when he sent me, I went to the page and everyone, the deadline was already past, like 2 weeks down, and he said, don't worry, and you all interviewed me. So happened within that time period, I was fasting, right? I was fasting. Every day within that week, I was fasting, and I was talking to God, and I told God, I was like, God, if this is for me, okay. If it isn't, all right.
Work it out.
One thing he told me that I wouldn't do it alone, right? That is what I heard. And from me starting this pageant till now, I have never done anything. I have never done, and I would say it's the grace of God. And Stephen, me being here today, I would say it wasn't even a mistake, right? I am more aware now, because being in this pageant has opened up my thinking to other things that I was a bit one-sided too. Yeah. So I would say that it has a lot to do with this time now, because in the in this pandemic that we are in right now, I would say that we have a lot of learning about ourselves. We have more time to learn about ourselves, putting the work within ourselves. Yes. And a lot of people, if we look at it, a lot of people can tolerate themselves.
Yes.
So we have to tolerate ourselves.
Preach, sister, preach.
Yes, yeah, we understand that we need to tolerate. And so in terms of all of us dealing with these different type of emotions with this pandemic and with ourselves and with our family members, so I would say in this pageantry, to me, it's very relevant, because I'm seeing the support. I'm seeing the support at my side, that I don't have to carry this alone, because being in pageantry, I would say it's a lot of work. It's hard work. I commend those girls who have gone before me. I commend them, and I commend all the ladies who is in this pageant with me, because they are beautiful, inside and out. And I want to say this is a lot of hard work again, but as I said, we don't have to do it alone. We don't have to do this alone. This wasn't meant for us. Anything in our life is not meant for us to do alone, right? Especially when you walk in purpose. Yeah.
Love that. I love that. So thank you for also speaking into my life, because every single day, once you are in a leadership position, constantly be looking deeper at your own purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you are in a position of influence and when you're called to serve, you're not doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for others who need to be lifted up, the people around you that need to be lifted up, who need to be carried, who need to be held. And I think that's one of the reasons why I am recommitted for a second year going into Supra, because when I met the group of you guys virtually and we started doing work together, I myself have asked, well, why even bother? Why even bother to put out all of this effort when there are so many uncertainties, when you don't even know if you can leave the country to go to Poland? And I told myself, but that's not even the point. That's not the point, because you have an opportunity, as you've spoken about, as is your God-given purpose, to, if God places something in front of you in this time and in this space, then pay attention to it. Be obedient to it. And without using the gaudy language to everybody, I think my recommitment of my own purpose to you girls is by journeying and accompanying you on a path where you get an opportunity to really discover more about who you are in your own light. And that includes all of your frailty, all of your scars, all of the misconceptions that people have of women, of beauty queens. And we get to do it together. We get to discover it together, you know? I want to ask you though, Pam, because there are a lot of people who support me and who support you and who are supporting your sisters and the work that we do. But there are also people who don't. There are people who do not believe that pageantry is anything purposeful. What do you say to those people?
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Period.
You're wrong. Yes, you're wrong. You know, it has a lot to do. If you give it a chance, it will do something great. And that's how life is. Once you give things a chance within your life and do your best at it, you'll see how purposeful it is. Yeah. Right? When I came into this pageant, I think my dad was saying, my dad was telling me, you know, you're in so much of things, you know, because I do a lot of things, you know, I never truly give myself time because I always see the end goal in terms of I need to reach this goal and I need to develop myself and be better at me, right? But he don't see that. And that's okay, because not everybody would see your vision. And that's okay, right? Yes. So, and, you know, I showed my dad the things I've been doing, you know, and he is very proud. He is very proud. He gave me some, you know, he does give me some tips now and then. But he's proud. He didn't see what it was doing, but when I present him with what I have done and the things that I have been learning, he was proud. He is proud. He's proud that I am his daughter. He's proud that I'm so outgoing. But I can understand in terms of he don't want me to take up too much, that would stress me out. But this is how, in terms of when you need to reach your goals and develop, you need to take that step. You know? So
yes. Yeah. And that's a leap of faith.
Yeah.
That's the principle of healthy living, because healthy living is not, and I can say this because I suffer with this impediment, so to speak, where I need to see the next 10 steps before I could step. But that's if you grow in that habit, then where is the faith? You know, and I'll be very honest. For those of you who know nothing about me, taking on an international franchise with all of our limitations was a leap of faith. And allowing myself and allowing my team and my family and my country to stand almost naked before the world, to be scrutinized. That's exactly what you're talking about. you never really know what's going to come back to you unless you take a leap of faith. So thank you for that. Thank you for that reminder. That's very beautiful. Pam, we here at Miss Supranational, as is every pageant, our system is built to draw out of the young women and the young men whom we work with, to find qualities that would be best representative, so to speak, of the brand. Yeah. And so we call that a super quality. What do you think is your super quality?
I'm a bit speechless. My super quality. Could you just repeat back that again for me? Yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, so there are a lot of people who are very bright, they're very intellectual. There are people who are very lived, there are a lot of street sense. People have different things going for them, different strengths and weaknesses. But there's always that factor, that X factor that we call it sometimes, but you're not too sure exactly what it is. What is it about that girl that is so outstanding and I can't put my finger on it? What do you think is your super factor, that thing about Pamela that's going to make you stand out above the rest?
Because I'm focused and I am determined. That is something about me. Focused and determined, and I'm very outgoing. And one thing about me, I don't like to lose. That's something about me. I like to give my best, despite if I win or not. I want to put my best foot forward. So if I win or if I lose, I'm still be proud because I did my best. It's all about putting your best in everything that you do, and that is what I love about me.
Okay, good. So I hope your fans are hearing you, so that when they come to your shows, they will know how to act and behave. Okay, people from Freeport, we love you. So Pam, I don't know if you saw the notification as yet, because I know you're a working woman. But there's some good news coming out of Poland today. Our international president, Gerard von Lipinski, who is based in Poland, he's the founder of Miss Supranational. We got word, national directors got word all across the world today, that today they have actually launched the Community Service Initiative, CSI, and this is really called From the Ground Up. That's our new tagline for the work that all of our superwomen will be doing in their respective countries. The real idea about this From the Ground Up community service initiative is to give women like yourself an opportunity to do something meaningful but practical in their own community. And we use the language of from the ground up because it's very grassroots. So you get your hands dirty, it's tangible, it's on the ground. And it may be small, but impactful. Mm-hmm. You presented to us, and by way of your video, I think it was last week or the week before, what we call your social responsibility project. Share with your friends and your fans, your supporters, share with us a little bit about your project, what you will be working on, and the type of people you hope to engage in this grassroots movement.
Okay, so practically the name of my charity is Gems of the Future. That charity is mainly geared towards kids, assisting them with their emotional health. The reason why I decided to do that charity is because I see it where a lot of kids, they can't express themselves, right? They can't express how they feel, and even grown people, they can't express, they can't communicate properly. So this charity is mainly geared towards assisting kids in terms of letting them know the importance of expressing, helping them build their self-esteem. And a lot of people in my community have already reached out to me, and a lot of grown people where they confided in me and told me that They can't. Although they grow and they have kids, they have problem expressing because of their childhood. So within my community, I want to, get a small group of kids. It could be maybe once every week a different. I know the COVID and everything. I guess the country's opening up now, and teach them the importance of expressing. I would say that a lot of kids, they sometimes not everybody likes to speak. They want to they like to express themselves in drawing, in dancing, and different things like that. So, but I mainly want to really teach when they open up in terms of speaking, and that is
Right.
my goal. Yeah, that is mainly my goal.
So you want to help young persons, particularly children,
Yeah.
to really have a voice.
Yes.
So it's interesting because your field of study is mass communications and journalism.
Mm-hmm.
I find that very beautiful that you're able to connect those two dots in terms of what your career path is leading toward, as well as what you intend to do and what you'd like to be able to do in your community. Can you see how both of those can work together?
I guess so, as you say it now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. It's important, Pam. It's the same way that pageantry gives. We love to say, pageantry has given me a platform. Well, the truth and the fact is, we give you more than a platform. We give you a platform, we give you a lectern, we give you a microphone. Do something with it.
Yes.
And what this grassroots movement from the ground up is really asking about our delegation from around the world is to do something purposeful with your life, but not only for your life,
Yes.
to inspire, to lift up, and to carry others with you. Because we are living through a time, Pam, where there is so much of hatred in the world. It's pungent. And I'm so thankful that people like yourself and your other super sisters in this cohort and all of our super sisters around the world and brothers, that we've come together to create this vast global community of love, so that we can really help young people to understand that we don't have to fight fire with fire. We don't have to be the symptom of what our ancestors would have been slave to. We don't have to fight and protest with guns and with fire, but we can fight it with love. We can fight it with education. We can fight it by empowering others, by being tolerant and by being patient, by learning about people's cultures. And I want to ask the people who are joining you on this live and on your journey to not be afraid to come forward and say, listen, we want to be part of this movement, because this is no longer just about Pamela. It's no longer just about the people of Freeport. But it starts with Pamela. It starts with the people of Freeport. And that's the essence of charity. The essence of charity is that it must begin at home. Yeah? So what do you want to say with all of my babble? What do you want to say to the people who are supporting you, and to those who might hear this live or view this live? What do you want to say to them in the lead up to coronation? How can people support Pamela Nedd?
So I would want to say thank you for the people who have reached out to me and who have shared, how they feel, and who have started in terms of helping kids, and reach out to me so I could, so it could be content to put on my platform. I want to say thank you so much for that. And in terms of supporting me, just honestly, you could just reach out to me, share your story with me, and help me, educate me on what is, educate me on, your story. I think it's all about that. All of us has a story, and I want you all to educate me. Join my movement, in terms of making it bigger, in terms of, helping more kids out there. And that is what I want to achieve. And that is what this movement is all about, helping kids, not just helping kids, but helping families to be better, right? And I feel like it all starts within the home in terms of, people being more expressive about how they feel. Yeah, so I really want to educate these kids and let them know that, their thoughts, their feelings matter and it's important. So I really want you all to join my movement to keep kids out of the streets also, right? And thanks so much.
Yes, all of us are gems of the future, but at some point in our lives, we are gems and diamonds in the rough. And sometimes all it takes is for someone to dig up the dirt and chisel away and then polish until that gem becomes something beautiful. Pam, thank you so much for chatting. It's been very good as your brother, as your friend, and as your national director, getting to know a little bit more about you. And I'm also thankful that your people have joined us in this live. What's your social media handles? How can people find you?
Okay, you can join me on Instagram, p.ned_MSTT2020. That's my Facebook and Instagram name. You could join me and join my movement, Germs of the Future. You could add me on Instagram. Thank you so much for that. And you can also follow our Supranational page, Miss Supranational TT on Instagram and on Facebook. We really would we would really love and like your support. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Pamela, we wish you all of the very best as you continue to commit to your training and to level up, as we say. I hope we'll be able to see each other soon so we can share a hug and share a meal, and we could get those heels on and strut the runway soon. But in the meantime, I want to encourage all of us to continue to stay at home if you need to stay at home, and continue to practice your social distancing and practice good hygiene, not just for yourself, but for your family and for your co-workers, and to be able to respect other people in their otherness. So we're going to say bye for now, but continue to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter at Miss Supranational TT or at Miss Supranational Trinidad and Tobago. I am Stephen Jones, your National Director. Until next time, we're signing out. Bye, Pam.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.